Here is the Guamuchil tree. It has many names. In the Philippines, they call it the Manila Tamarind. And I believe another name for it is Madras thorn. And in Mexico, they call it Guamuchil, and in the southern parts of Mexico, they call it pinsan. And this tree has been planted here for about 4 years, or almost 4 years. Probably about almost 20 feet tall, or actually it might be a little over 20 feet. And I like this tree because it's actually really easy to care for. It's pretty much maintenance free or carefree because it's pretty drought tolerant. So this is the last tree on that irrigation line, so there's hardly any pressure by the time the water gets up here, so it gets a little bit of a drip irrigation, but not a whole lot. It gets most of its water from the rainy season. And what I've noticed is the fruit ripens up a lot faster and tastes better when it's warmer. Like these last few days have been pretty hot, and the fruit that's ripening up right now is tasting pretty good. When it's cooler and it's like when there's like more moisture at night, what I notice is sometimes you'll open up the fruit and there's like it looks like mold or something in there. But I haven't been finding that the last few days, probably because it's been drier and hotter. The tree does have some thorns. Let's see if we can find any. Mostly on the bigger branches, like on this one right here, or like this one. You can see the thorns right there. Like every inch or every couple inches, where the nodes are, there's thorns. So you got to be careful when harvesting the fruit. And today I'm gonna harvest some of the fruits. I'm gonna use this long PVC pipe with just a screw on the end of it at an angle, so I could grab the fruit and then just pull. So I eat them sometimes where, like this one's ready to eat right here. You definitely don't want to eat them when they're too green like this. You can, but they're not very sweet at all. When they're more red like this and they open up, you can easily take the seed out and eat it. The texture, when they're really ripe, the texture is sort of like a raisin. I do enjoy them. My mom really likes them, and she grew up eating these. This tree is native to Mexico. So where my mom grew up, there was plenty of these trees around, and nobody really plants them in their yards. They're more out in the country, like around the farms, on the edges of creeks, rivers. And you find them just all over the place. Like if you walk up towards the mountains, you'll find them. And it gets sun all day long. Morning sun from over there, and then afternoon sun from over there. And with this driveway here, it just adds, it makes it hotter, you know. If it's like a few weeks ago it was like 108, it felt more like 120 though, you know, just the heat coming off of this floor, the asphalt. So let's get closer, let you guys see the tree a little closer. There's the fruit when it's starting to develop right there. And then start swelling up. Here's another one right there. This one's a little more swollen. And then there's another one. And then you already saw the ones over here that are ripe, and there's some more ripe ones up on top. That's why I got the pole. It's kind of hard to see, but there's quite a few up there. Look at the trunk. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, there are thorns on the trunk as well. So you can see a thorn right here. So you got to be really careful when you're you know, whatever you're doing around the tree. Maybe working on the irrigation, maybe pruning the tree, harvesting. Got to be really careful not to get poked. And there's some flowers right there. That's what the flowers look like. I can't really zoom in too well. I'm using my phone. But yeah, that's what the flowers look like. There are no other Guamuchil trees near me, so I know it doesn't require another tree for cross-pollination. This one's setting fruit very well with no other trees nearby. And a mature tree like this one, well, it's like I said, it's 4 years old, but it's well established. It's not fully mature, it's not fully grown yet, but it's well established. It can take a little bit of frost. If I ever do get some frost, I should be fine. The young trees though, you gotta protect them from frost. And I wouldn't worry about the heat. These trees can probably do pretty good like in Arizona and Texas and, you know, some hotter areas. It can definitely take the heat, but doesn't really like the cold too much. And pruning, you really don't have to prune it for fruit production or to shape it. I mean, I like to just let it grow naturally. Of course, I do prune some of these lower branches, and after it's done fruiting, I'll probably go around and take some of these lower branches off. These are like pretty much touching the ground already. But all around, really easy tree to grow here in Southern California. No pests, no diseases that I'm aware of. If I had more land, I would probably plant a few more. Somebody told me they saw them at some kind of market in up in the LA area for like $17 a pound, and people will buy them because they're rare around here, and a lot of people, especially people from Mexico and maybe the Philippines and maybe Central America, I'm not sure, grew up eating these, and when they find these at those markets, they will pay top dollar for them. Let's show you how I'm picking these. Just put the screw right around it and just pull. When they're all opened up like this, they're nice and ripe. Big as they get. That's a pretty big one right there. And here, this is what they look when they're like almost ripe, almost completely ripe. A little bit more firm still. A little less red. And then this one's a little bit riper. Starts to like wrinkle up, sort of like a raisin kind of. And like I said, at this point they're a lot sweeter, and the texture is more like a raisin. This one's really ripe. A lot softer. This one's gonna be a lot sweeter. And that's what the seeds look like. You can grow them from seed. That's what people normally do. Really good for you too. Nice snack. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this fruit tree. Let me know if you have one, how you like it. I'm located here in Vista, California, by the way. Climate zone 10. There's a papaya I'm growing. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next video.